Ain't she a beauty? I wanted to show you guys the amp while I didn't have the microphone right in the middle of it here, but that is my new Jet City Custom LTD amplifier. It's what I used for the solo and the rhythm tones on this tune here, which is Jet City Woman, the solo by Queensryche, obviously, and Chris DeGarmo. And I love this amp. Only had it a couple days, and of course, because it's called Jet City, I had to do Jet City Woman, which is a great song anyway, but you know, I just had to do it. So yeah, this is a company that's local to the Northwest in Seattle, Boise area, if I'm not mistaken. And Seattle's known as Jet City. And I had this built for me, and I'm going to do another video that kind of talks about the different channels on the amp. It was customized, and I'll just say that I used all 3 channels on this tune here, and for the solo, what I'm using is channel 2, which is based on something called the Silver Hammer. It kind of sounds like this. Thing to me, one of the greatest things about this is that I'm just using gain from the amp. There's no pedals in front of it, and I don't have any EQ at all on the Pro Tools or anywhere else. It's just literally straight into the amp. Now, another thing that's affecting the tone is the what I'm doing is going into 2 notes, Captor X, and what I'm doing on this particular videos, I'm using some IRs. As many of you know, 2 Notes offers cabinet emulation, but they also allow you to load your own IRs in there. And so one of the things that I did was that I got a hold of some really killer IRs, and on this one, my buddy Jay Parmar, who many of you probably know, does some great videos, sent me a few IRs that he's working on for a new pack that I think he's gonna put out for sale at some point, and it's great. It's a combination of micro 57 and a 121 microphone, and also with the G12 80-watt speaker, if I'm not mistaken, which is kind of a rarity, I believe. So really cool, and I've been experimenting with different IRs and different cabinets. This amp sounds great through everything. Now my tone on this is a little bit maybe more bass heavy, just because I wanted a fatter tone on the solo, but this thing really shines on rhythm and lead guitar stuff. Can't say enough about the amp, and it looks killer, right? So I'm really pleased with it. We'll do another video just on the Jet City. So before we get going on this particular solo, I would point you down to the description box. I've got a free sweet picking guide called Sweet Picking Bootcamp, and I've got the tab for this solo here, and I haven't decided yet. I might even throw in the backing track for this. All right, so you can check that out for the solo. All right, so let's get going. This is in the strange key of G sharp minor, believe it or not. It's actually a very cool key, but what we're doing here is you can kind of think around the G sharp minor pentatonic at the 4th fret, and then we're going to be moving up in different places using minor pentatonic in G sharp and also natural minor scale. And then there's a couple of cool little stretchy licks at the very end of this, which I'll show you. The whole thing is really filled with great phrasing and melodic playing, like Chris DeGarmo always does. I mean, every solo he's ever done has just been magnificent, if you ask me. And this is no exception. Being that it's very melodic with the great phrasing, that's the kind of stuff you're going to want to focus on. Getting all the bends and the vibratos and the slides and all that kind of stuff. Making sure everything's in tune and in time. And then really the only super fast part is just at the end there. So everybody should be able to give this one a crack. And I'd love to see your versions of this. Okay, so send me a link if you do try to play this. I'd love to check it out. So what we're doing here is we're going to start with this double stop bend. Okay, and so we're just at the 6th fret. Bending that up a whole step, but also on the G string, and then grabbing the 7th fret on the B. Bend that up a whole step. Pick it 3 times, and then pick it again and release it. So now you're just playing 6 and 7 without the bend on the G and the B. So 6 and 6. Play that twice, and then 4 and 4 on the G and B. Okay, so 6 4 6 on the D there. With the vibrato. So that whole first lick is. Okay, then we're gonna play 4 6 twice on the D. Actually 4 6 once, and then 4 on the G. Then play that again. So play that. And then it's bend on 6 on the G. Lower it. Whole step bend, lower it down, and pull off to 4, and then play 6 again on the G. There's a slight little pause here. You play 6, pull off to 4 on the G, and then 6 on the D. Okay, so there's the first 2 phrases. Next phrase. So we're going to slide up to 10 on the G, and then play 9, 11, 9 on the B. So this 11 you're going to bend up a half step. Then you're going to lower it, play it, and then play 12 on the B. This is a little unison bend here at 12 B, 9 high E, bend 12 up, so it sounds like the 9th fret on the high E string. So that lick is. So you're bending 12 up, hold 9 down on the high E. Pick 9 again and re-bend 12 on the B. Pick 9 again and then do a pull off from 12 to 9 on the B. And then play 11 G. So this lick is. Play 9B, and then we're going to do a quick slide up to 13 on the on the G string. Now keep in mind, we're in the key of G sharp, so this is your root note. So you see a lot of this with the kind of targeting that root note when it comes back around to the chord. Okay, before we go on to the next lick, let me play the lick we just played into that lick. It kind of makes more sense if you can hear them both together. Okay, so this is what you want to do when you go you're just playing 13 twice on the G, and then hammer on from 11 to 13 G. Play 11 on the B twice. Hammer pull 11, 12, 11. Back to 11 on the B. 13, I'm sorry. So hammer pull 11 to 12 B, 13 G, and then back to 11 B. So this whole lick should be. And then play 11 one more time there. Okay, so let's hear how that sounds with the previous lick. Sorry. Okay, so after you play 11 on the B, you're going to slide up to 15 G, play 14 B next, and then play them twice together. Then you're going to move down to 13 and 12 on the G and B. Play that twice. And then 11, G and B once, back to 13, 12 once. That's it. This was so much easier in the moment when I was playing with the track. It's harder to think about how every little nuance goes when you're breaking this down, but that's why you guys pay me the big bucks, right? So here we go. Okay, now we're gonna play this. So we're just gonna bend this 13G. You're gonna bend it so it's a whole step higher, up to 15. And then play 12 on the B. And then play 13 unbent on the G. So that's the whole lick there. And this is just a little different in that you bend 13 up a whole step, release it, pull off to 11, and then play 13 again. Okay, so hopefully this is all making sense. Refer to the tab if you're getting a little bit lost, like me. You might want to check the tab out. I'm telling you, it's hard to keep track of all the numbers sometimes, but hopefully this is making sense and you guys can work it out with the tablet. Sure, I'll make sure everything's correct on there. Grab 11 on the high E, 14 up a whole step B, grab 14 underneath on the high E while 14B is bent. Okay, and then release and come down to 14B. So this is Okay, and right before we get into these faster licks, grab 14 on the high E, then play 14 12B with a pull off, and then you're going to land on 13G. You could roll that with your ring finger or grab it with your pinky. Whatever you want to do. All right, now the last section will be this is a little tricky with the stretches. You've got first 12 on the B string, and then 9, hammer on 14, back to 12B. You're only going to do that once though. From here, you're going to go this is 11, 14, you're going to play this part 4 times. 9 to 11, hammer pull, and then 13 on the B. So it sounds like this all together. And then you're going to play, you're going to pick these notes, 13, 11, 9 on the high E. And if you put all that together, you get and slow. Last lick, 14, high E up to 19, hammer pull, and then 19B. I'm just going to do that once. And then you're going to play this lick. It's exactly the same as this other lick. We did 9, 11, 13 on the previous lick. Now we're going to play 14, 16, and then 18 on the B. So it'll go like this. Okay, so we have this. And it ends by doing this. Play 18, bend that up a half step, pull off to release, pull off to 16, 19 up a whole step, release, pull off to 16, and then 19B up, bend up a whole step, and add some beauteous vibrato. And that's the entire solo. So this last section, and that, ladies and gentlemen, is the entire solo for Jet City Woman by the fantastic and sorely missed Chris DeGarmo. Chris, we miss you. Please come back. We need you. Man, Queensryche, what a great band. Even though Empire was kind of more of the on the commercial side in some ways, I still think that album holds up extremely well. The title track, Empire, and Jet City Woman, Another Rainy Night. So many great songs on there and great performances, and Geoff Tate sounds amazing. We can't leave our buddy Michael Wilton out either, another great guitar player. But this one's all about Chris DeGarmo here, and I'll probably do a lesson on this at some point with the rhythm parts, and the chords are really cool also. But anyway, this has been Jet City Woman solo. If you enjoyed this, I would appreciate that you would subscribe to my channel and ring the bell for notifications so you don't miss anything new. And also make sure and check out for the tab down below as well as my free sweep picking guide. And once again, just want to shout out to Jay Parmar for the cool IRs, and he should be having something available soon. And thanks to my buddies over at Jet City and Epic, Bryce Boyd at Epic, and Douglas White at Jet City Amps for putting together this fantastic piece of amplification for me. It's an awesome amp. So more to come on that soon. I'll see you guys next time. Rock on.